Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's get it.
Like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends.
See if we can get the 4-1 against you in this game.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
Here we go,
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Looking for a crease.
Let's go, boy.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there at 2nd and 11.
They like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. That means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Looking at it, 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Love from the gun. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards.
Let's go.
First down, Packers.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to push his way down about the 12. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. Touchdown. Matthew Golden. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Saints nothing.
All right, we go.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw his shot. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the
right, here we go.
at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 32 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Saints nothing.
Let's just go get it. Let's go get it.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a gain of 16
Three tight ends
yards.
in the ball game here on
And
1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
Now Shuck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. Cougar 19. Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. 19 Lion. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's Shuck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready! Panther and the Bronco 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
They go play action here with Shuck. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Fight. Red.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Josh, 17. Claws red.
Glove. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 flat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Shuck now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Mustang 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Go.
Throwing. Shuck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now 2nd and 9.
Drill 52.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Packers.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 4.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Packers first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and goal.
Ready.
At the 8-yard line.
Ready.
Love now. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Packers 41, Saints 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air again, here's Shuck. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Love looking to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard
They go
line.
0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
This one taken in by Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but somehow offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Olave holds it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing again here is Shuck. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll turn to Kamara. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Come on, set. Blackboard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 6 on the play. It's
10.
now 4th down.
Red cycle. Edo blue. Hut, hut.
Love to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
27 yards.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal.
Throwing, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Blue
A
strike.
gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Down. Red, blaster, 6, red, yellow. Ready.
On 4th down, Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They begin on the ground with Camaro. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Set. Cougar 19, 70 Lion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go street. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
He's back to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Camaro. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
18 Bradley, 19 Lion.
He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camaro. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Lightning 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cut 19, cut 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Hey, come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Take go.
Back to the ground. It's Camaro.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Ready? Bravo 80. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 18 Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
70 Lion. Dragon 60.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about.
What the hell? Yeah, I'm not playing you no more. You got it, man. Consider that record done. That record shit done. Consider that done. I'm not playing you no more, bro. The bailout is real, bro. Oh my God, I'm not. This game, I'm deleting this shit. This shit ass. This game is garbage. I'm not playing. I can't. I can't. That's nah. Taysom. When has Taysom Hill ever had hands like that? No. You take forever to snap the ball and then you get some shit like that. This is unrealistic. This is not realism. There's nothing real about that play.
Back here, it's a touchback, and it'll come out.
Man, this is garbage.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Garbage. The word of the day is garbage. The word of the day is garbage. This game is, this game is terrible. Yeah, fuck this. Yeah, I'm not playing this one. Nah.
Get the turnover to seal this football game.